Hey everyone, welcome back to Anne Talks. Today we will be talking about self-growth and the loneliness that accompanies it, but that's absolutely okay. So let's talk about it. Imagine embarking on a journey towards becoming the best version of yourself. You set goals, you make plans, and you determine to make meaningful changes in your life. But somewhere along the way, you start to feel a sense of isolation. Friends may not understand your newfound dedication to personal development. Family members might question why you're spending so much time alone, or why you're prioritizing your own growth over other activities. And you might find yourself distancing from certain social circles because they no longer align with your values and aspirations. This is the loneliness of self-growth, a solitude that arises from the divergence between your old self and the person you're becoming. It's a feeling that many of us experience, but we don't openly talk about it. Because in the society we live in, we often celebrate extroversion. We prefer constant social interactions, and we love outward success. And we often overlook the quieter, solitary journey of inner transformation. But let me tell you, this feeling that you have of loneliness or isolation, it's not a sign of failure. It's not a sign of weakness. It's actually quite the opposite. It's a testament to your commitment and dedication towards personal development. Think about the caterpillar undergoing metamorphosis inside its cocoon. For a period of time, it's alone, undergoing profound changes that will eventually allow it to emerge as a magnificent butterfly. Similarly, self-growth often requires periods of solitude and introspection. It's a process of shedding old habits, limiting beliefs, and societal expectations to reveal the true essence of who you are. But here's the beautiful paradox. In embracing the loneliness, you actually are finding your deeper connections, your deeper feelings. You learn how to appreciate your own company, to listen to your inner voice, and to trust your intuition. And as you cultivate self-awareness and self-compassion, you become more authentic in your interactions with someone else, because then you attract people that resonates with your goals, with your self-development, which forms connections that is based on mutual understanding and growth. So I'd like to share with you my journey of self-growth and self-improvement. I've been on this rodeo for 11 months now, and I'd like to say that it was difficult, it was challenging, but here I am today, and I absolutely love myself that I finally found systems in my life that create better habits, and I've always been consistent with it, and it's always that 1% progress, and it's been amazing. But what's the truth behind self-growth and self-improvement is that it's difficult. It gets lonely, and that's part of the journey. Once you're in that point in your self-improvement journey, you start to realize, oh my, I'm here. This is what everyone's been talking about. It gets lonely. But remember that this feeling of loneliness is actually the integral part of self-development, self-improvement, self-growth. Because that's where you truly understand your emotions, your feelings, and that's when you discover self-love. That feeling of loneliness pushes you to love yourself. And I believe that self-love is the ultimate form of love. So how long have I been feeling loneliness in my self-growth journey? It actually varies. It actually comes and goes. So it's not always linear. It's not gonna happen one time. It's gonna come back. Because when you focus on self-growth seriously, you know that there's gonna be drastic changes in your life because you're not used to the life you are doing right now. I'm not used to the life that I have right now because I used to be a completely different person. A person with bad habits. And now I'm this renewed version of myself that loves books, that loves working out, that loves running. People can change. And sometimes embracing these new habits is difficult because it's in a new territory. It's in a territory that you never thought you'd reach because you've always been in that dark place. And here is the advice that I want to tell you. When you're in that dark place, I want you to remember that there's always light in the end. I found it, and so many of my other friends did. That means you can do it as well. All it takes is dedication, commitment. Like, how badly do you want it? How badly do you want to unlock your full potential? That's what you need. You need to find your motivation. You need to find your drive. Because once you find that, the journey towards self-growth becomes easier. So how do I approach loneliness? How I approach loneliness is quite unique, I would say. I go onto nature. I either go by the lake, by a river, by the ocean, and sit down and read a book. And I also prepare prompts that stimulate deep conversations. You can do this by journaling, or you can just prepare it on your phone. Create a list of questions that you want to ask yourself, that you want yourself to think. The thing about loneliness is that this is peak of self-growth, I believe so, because this is where you truly discover yourself. So I want you to sit with those deep feelings and think about it. No distractions, just enjoy nature's sounds. And if it helps you, you can listen to classical music or whatever music that calms you down. And think about it. Reflect on your life. What did I do wrong? Why am I in loneliness? How can I overcome it? That is so important. And I want to share this quote that my friend told me. Your thoughts don't define you. And I think that's very important because it's true. Your thoughts don't define you. You're the captain of your ship. So remember that you are driving your life. So it's all about the mentality. Find solutions to better improve yourself. Find solutions out of that loneliness. How can I minimize the feeling of loneliness? Perhaps it's surrounding yourself with better friends, better habits. It's all up to you. But for me, what I realized and why I've been lonely in my self-growth journey is because I've been isolating myself way too much, focusing on myself way too much, that I forgot that I need people, that I need this social interaction with someone. So in conclusion, let's reframe our perception of loneliness into the context of self-growth. Instead of viewing it as a negative experience, let's see it as a necessary and empowering part of our journey towards authenticity and fulfillment. It's okay to feel lonely sometimes because it's the path towards becoming the best version of yourself. It makes you have this self-discovery and this new profound love. It's called the love of yourself. Self-love. And I believe that once you achieve the self-love, any type of obstacle you go through, you have yourself, and that is very important. So thank you for tuning into Ann Talks. I want you to stay focused, stay motivated, and keep striving for success. See you soon.